All right, good morning. I'm going to do a walkthrough, show you everything that was done in week number 1. This is the beginning of week number 2, Monday, starting in on week number 2. Let's go through everything, all the bed coats in here, all the bed coats. Now, what a bed coat is where you take the tape and the mud, and you go ahead and bed in the mud and bed in the tape, and then that dries, and then you skim coat it. So this is pass number 2. And then it gets some sanding, and then pass number 3 for the skim coat. And got some trim taken down, trim taken out. We're going to go ahead and replace the trim in here, and all through here into the living room. And then I'm going to pull that trim off. This is going to be wood. I may end up putting a piece on top of this because it's got some cuts on the back there, so straighten all that out. And then we're going to pull this off of here, and probably go back with and may end up putting a piece on the front of this. But as it goes right now, this has to be stripped, sanded, a huge process in order to get the stains to match. It's going to be pretty tough. But anyway, out of the kitchen into the utility room. Got all the mud work done in here, skim coats everywhere in here. Once this is skimmed over again, like skim over that crack and all this, once this is ready for blow texture, like this type of splatter texture here, when we put it on pretty thick, it hides everything. So the ceiling's been scraped in here. All this has been repaired, smoothed out. We're gonna have to figure out something about this. These are not 4 ceiling fans, but this is an anchor. Have to do a box in the attic, so I have to get the electrician to come back over here to handle that. I wish I would have seen that before, but it happened the other day when trying to put some plastic and stuff. It just came. So anyway, we'll cover all these in plastic before we do any of the other stuff. Was using them to help dry the drying process. So this is the top sealed part. He's walking on stilts in here. And then, of course, we're going to skim all this out. All this will be skimmed out in here, all through here. And the old ceiling right there. We'll end up putting some plywood on this area here. Probably the same stain stuff that we end up with over here. So let's go check out the bathroom. I know you guys are probably super excited about, or really eager about this bathroom. So all this has been filled in. As you can see, all filled in. Into here, all of our pieces have been filled in where the joints in the sheetrock were kind of at an angle and kind of dipped in. So anyway, that's all been taken care of. Of course, this gets a lot of sanding. Ooh, you know what? I'll let the excitement build, and I'll pass up the bathroom there. Okay, so we filled in a lot of mud work, a lot of sanding, and then of course we'll spray texture in here shortly. By the end of the week, I'm hoping that we'll have all the textures sprayed in here, and that's the game plan. All right, so coming in this room had a lot of thick and uneven texture, real rough. You can see it's sanded, but for the most part, we're skim coating all the walls in here. As you can see here, this wall's been skimmed out. It's going to take a lot more skimming and the process, and then we'll do a real thick splatter texture. We got some wet mud on the wall. He's been working on that this morning already. He's going to have to get some more mud. He's about to run out because it's taking so much. All right, into the bathroom. Okay, so had the plumber finish up the plumbing in here. We got blue rock in right here. We got all this repaired in here, repaired. I know there's a vent that's going to go in, but for the most part, since the mud texture is so bad, we're trying to skim all this out. All of this is going to end up being skimmed like the other room. There's that petition wall. It was drawn out that way. We got one in there. It's no big deal. And then the archway, which is going to be beautiful. This is cool to have this here. At least you do have some privacy in here. And then right here, I already told them, let's take all this out right here. We're going to go all the way up with it. So our tile will go from the tub all the way up to the ceiling here. I think that's going to look phenomenal right here. Super cool feature to have. And that's what's going to go in here. We'll do the trim later. And you can go ahead. Let me get out of the way here. So yeah. So that's the end of week number 1. Made a lot of progress so far. A lot of mud work to take care of in here, and we're going to get it done. Week number 2 is just going to be mud everywhere, skim coats everywhere, and then sanding and texturing. Once we get this texturing done, start doing some priming.